I am Berke Khan, grandson of the great Genghis Khan and the ruler of the Golden Horde. Born in the early 13th century, I was shaped by the winds of the steppes, the vast lands our ancestors conquered, and the legacy of a dynasty that once held the world in awe. I was born into the lineage of Jochi, Genghis Khan's eldest son, and raised in the traditions of our Great Mongol Empire. From an early age, I was trained in the arts of war and leadership, learning to command the swift horsemen who made us the scourge of nations. As a young prince, I served in campaigns alongside my brothers and cousins, fighting to expand and secure the domains of the Golden Horde. When my brother Berke Khan passed away in 1255, the leadership of the Golden Horde fell to me. I took up the mantle, becoming Khan of one of the most powerful divisions of the Mongol Empire. The Golden Horde ruled vast lands stretching from the steppes of Central Asia to the forests of Eastern Europe, a realm rich in diversity and ripe with potential. One of the most defining moments of my life came with my embrace of Islam. Though raised in the shamanistic traditions of the Mongols, I was deeply influenced by the Muslims within my realm. Their wisdom, faith, and culture left a profound impression on me. Around 1257, I formally converted to Islam, becoming the first Mongol ruler to embrace the faith. I took the name Berke, meaning strong in our language, and dedicated myself to the principles of justice and compassion that Islam teaches. My rule was marked by both external conquests and internal struggles. As Khan, I sought to expand and consolidate the Golden Horde's power. Yet my greatest conflict came not with foreign enemies, but with my own kinsman, Hulagu Khan, the ruler of the Ilkhanate in Persia. Hulagu's sack of Baghdad in 1258, which devastated the heart of the Islamic world, enraged me. Though we shared the blood of Genghis Khan, his actions were an affront to my faith and to the unity of our empire. Relations between us deteriorated, and by the 1260s we were at war. This civil conflict, known as the Berke-Hulagu War, marked the first time Mongols fought one another over religion and political dominance. The Golden Horde, a major division of the Mongol Empire, emerged as one of the most powerful and enduring khanates following the vast conquests of Genghis Khan. Established by Berke Khan, a grandson of Genghis Khan, the Golden Horde stretched across a vast territory encompassing modern-day Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, and parts of Eastern Europe. Under its rulers, the Golden Horde became a significant player in Eurasian politics, economy, and culture. One of the most pivotal figures in its history was Berke Khan, whose reign from 1257 to 1266 marked a transformative period characterized by internal consolidation, religious conversion, and external conflicts, particularly with Hulagu Khan, another Mongol ruler and founder of the Ilkhanate. Berke Khan, another grandson of Genghis Khan and the younger brother of Berke Khan, ascended to power as the ruler of the Golden Horde following the death of Berke's son, Sartak Khan. Berke inherited a well-established state, but his reign was far from uneventful. Known for his shrewdness and political acumen, Berke was a leader who deftly balanced the competing demands of governing a vast, multicultural realm while maintaining his position within the broader Mongol Empire. One of the most defining aspects of Berke Khan's life was his conversion to Islam, making him one of the first Mongol rulers to embrace the faith. Berke's conversion had profound implications for the Golden Horde and the broader Mongol world. It solidified Islam's influence in the region, particularly in the Volga region and the Caucasus, and strengthened ties with the Muslim world, including the Mamluk Sultanate in Egypt. Accounts suggest that Berke's exposure to Islam came through interactions with Muslim merchants, scholars, and emissaries who frequented the regions under his rule. The strong presence of Islam in the Volga region and the flourishing trade connections with Muslim territories provided Berke with insights into the religion's principles and practices. It is believed that Berke was particularly moved by the monotheistic teachings of Islam, its emphasis on justice, and its structured code of ethics, which resonated with his vision of governance. His conversion was further influenced by his admiration for the cultural and intellectual achievements of the Islamic world. Some narratives also suggest personal interactions with influential Islamic figures who might have guided him toward the faith. Berke's adherence to Islam also set him apart from other Mongol rulers, who largely followed traditional Mongol shamanism or adopted Tibetan Buddhism. This religious divergence contributed to tensions within the Mongol Empire, particularly with Hulagu Khan, who was a devout Buddhist and led the Ilkhanate in Persia. Berke Khan's reign was marked by military campaigns that reflected both his strategic brilliance and the complexities of Mongol politics. The most significant of these was his conflict with Hulagu Khan. The two rulers clashed over territorial disputes in the Caucasus, a region of strategic importance. Hulagu's destruction of Baghdad in 1258 and his campaign against the Abbasid Caliphate also angered Berke, who viewed the actions as an affront to Islam. The rivalry culminated in the Battle of the Terek River in 1262. Berke's forces, allied with local Muslim groups and utilizing their knowledge of the terrain, successfully repelled Hulagu's troops, marking a rare instance of Mongol forces fighting one another. This battle highlighted the fragmentation of the Mongol Empire and the emergence of distinct khanates with conflicting interests. Berke's victory not only secured the southern borders of the Golden Horde, but also underscored his commitment to defending the Islamic world against perceived threats. The aftermath of the Battle of the Terek River had far-reaching consequences. For the Golden Horde, Berke's victory solidified its dominance in the Caucasus region and strengthened its reputation as a formidable power. The battle also marked a definitive break between the Golden Horde and the Ilkhanate, emphasizing the political and religious divisions within the once unified Mongol Empire. Trade routes in the region were realigned, with the Golden Horde forging stronger economic ties with the Muslim world, particularly the Mamluk Sultanate, while the Ilkhanate turned its focus toward alliances with European powers. For Hulagu and the Ilkhanate, the defeat was a setback that hindered their ambitions of expanding further into the northern territories. It also exposed the vulnerability of the Mongol Empire to internal conflicts, signaling to other powers that the Mongols were not invincible. The battle's legacy further deepened the ideological divide between the Buddhist Ilkhanate and the increasingly Islamic Golden Horde. The rivalry between Berke and Hulagu reshaped the geopolitical landscape of the region. The conflict demonstrated that the Mongol Empire, once the epitome of unity and centralized authority, had fractured into competing states, each driven by its unique religious, political, and economic priorities. The repercussions of this division would influence the course of Eurasian history for decades to come. Berke Khan's achievements extended beyond the battlefield. Under his rule, the Golden Horde experienced significant economic growth, benefiting from its position along the Silk Road. The trade networks facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, linking Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Berke also strengthened the administrative foundations of the Golden Horde, promoting policies that integrated the diverse populations of his realm. His support for Islam led to the construction of mosques and the promotion of Islamic scholarship, laying the groundwork for the eventual Islamization of the Golden Horde. Despite his relatively short reign, Berke's legacy endured. His conversion to Islam and his victory over Hulagu symbolized the shifting dynamics within the Mongol Empire, paving the way for the Golden Horde to become a predominantly Muslim state in the centuries to come.